So, earlier today, on the floor, it was so far away from my hands, I almost shed a tear, 'cause I couldn't reach my pencil. Oh, hey, Ducky! Yeah, Ducky's here! Sweet! Yeah, I don't have to sing no more. Yo! Yo. More like I just added a cat that talks whenever I talk. That's the real difference there. It's called a real difference. Oh, I guess I need music now that I'm not singing here. Try this. Nope, I don't want to hear you. No ads. Thank you. Jeez. Oh yeah, get that sweet bakery music playing. Yay, Ducky, yay. Ducky, how have you been doing? I hope all your classes are going well, and I hope your martial arts is going well too. Ooh. Does your room have a theme right now, or you're still working on it? I don't have a. I have nothing on my walls. It is a very horrible looking room. The only thing that accents the room is me. That's the only thing that makes the room look good. Well, dude, at least you can use them. See, if you buy a bunch of stuff for your room, it only stays in your room, and then you only get its benefit when you're in the room looking at it. Oh, your wall's green? Green's fine. That's fine. Why don't you take your cute pink pastel pens? Wow, that's a mouthful. And draw cute little flowers on the wall. It's probably not recommended because parents don't normally like when you draw stuff on the walls, but it's artistic. Tell your mom you're being, or your dad, you're super artistic. Oh my gosh, so there's other people that do that? I've been known to switch around whole, like, living rooms. Back in the day, when I was younger, I would always, because my mom didn't really clean or do nothing like that, I did that. So I would go around and switch up the couch and the TV and everything and reposition it, and kind of felt like my life was getting better. But then I realized I was still with my mom, so kind of didn't get any better, you know? You don't draw on the walls? Oh, dude, posters and your own art. And, like, decorate that, you know what I'm saying? Go decorate that stuff. Hey, I don't know how you moved it, but I'm assuming maybe you used some leg strength. I used to, when I rearranged the beds in our room, I would literally, like, lay on the floor and, like, push with my legs and then move them across, like, scooted them like that, because, you know, I had no, like, I had weak little girl arms, you know, I couldn't do that. Couldn't do that. Oh, Ducky's just a small little thing, moving furniture around the room. But Ducky spent all their money on pink pastels and now can't buy anything cute for the room. Oh, what a tragedy. Ducky needs more money. Oh no. There, that was my song for you. You're welcome. You just used your hands? Oh. Well, you're... Okay, well then you're stronger than I definitely was. I was not strong, so. Ooh, yes. When they do the beginning of actually in a few months, don't they normally have college? Well, in America, college season is kind of around this time. It'll be about April, June, like July, August, and then places have all those sales, so you can go and buy stuff at like way better prices than you ever would anywhere else. And that's usually when I try to like get a bunch of like school supplies, like paper and notepads and cute little organizers and stuff. Your mom actually lets you keep your art supplies on the table? Abe always makes me move my art supplies. He says, "Oh, it's in the way of my dinner." And I'm like, "No, you're in the way of my dinner. Do you know how dinner works?" Like seriously, I don't know. I just wish people would stop making me move my shit, my stuff. I didn't swear. Um cuz that's my stuff, My stuff. There's a Daiso somewhere in a town kind of close-ish but far. And Daiso has a lot of like $1 stuff, but it's good quality stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. You Everyone's table looks like rubbish. Are you kidding? That's the whole point of having a table. I mean, you don't want your rubbish on the floor, right? See, I knew it. Hold on, be right back. I gotta go wash my face. Alright, sorry. I forgot to wash my face this morning. I need to buy a new skincare set because I usually buy trial kits from this there's a like an Asian lifestyle website called Yes Style. I don't know how authentic it is, but it's good prices, so I buy it. And I bought a trial kit of some of their face care stuff, and it finally just ran out because I haven't been very good at keeping good skincare routines, but trying to do that better. You gotta start now if you want to like look good, when I'm 60. So I'm just saying. What was it? It was Laneige, something like that. But I don't know. I still have some more toner, and I bought a bunch of face masks that I can use if I need to. So that should be fun. Me and my little face are gonna look fine. Ooh, what do you use hair oil for? What's that used for? My hair gets really oily, like after only a day. I don't know why. And it gets all stringy and just, it's gross. I'm not sure if that means you're supposed to use oils in your hair or if you're supposed to try to use stuff that dries it out. I don't know. I'm not used to this stuff. Ooh, like pretty nice long straight hair. I'm gonna guess maybe your hair is a darker black or brown color, maybe? And like it just flows. Here, hold on. Hold on, I gotta try to draw a ducky. So I imagine this is just what I'm getting from my general senses. Nicely trimmed bangs like this. Some like side bangs, so it kind of goes like that. Like that. Probably looks at Ducky's phone and realizes, shoot, I have no battery. I gotta go plug that in, you know. Shoot, I made this head too big. Hold on. Sorry, Ducky. Alright, hold on. Kind of like maybe like nicely parted like that. Oh, so now it's layered? Oh, that's even better. Okay, hold on. Phone has no battery. I don't know. I assume maybe you're someone that probably, like, sits cross-legged. I don't know. That's what I would do, so. Okay, so it's all nice and layered. So, like, you gotta have some layer right here. And then, I'm still gonna make it long, though. I refuse to believe that it's super, super short. Oh, man, I don't know how to color this. Okay, well, you get the idea. This is a Ducky rendition. I'm worried I made the head too big, but whatever. And, like, just like a long PJ shirt with, like, this is supposed to be a duck, by the way. Getting any weird ideas? I don't know. That's like a duck. See, she's holding her phone in front of her shirts. I can't see anything. Okay, there we go. Now we gotta draw the duck or the quacker, whatever we're gonna call it. There we go. Duck. There we go. There we go. All right. Perfect. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm sure I don't know. Oh, I turned it over to the other side. Looks bad. We will just keep that for later because I kind of might have messed up on it. I'm glad you like it though. Anything for you, Ducky. Mira Kanos' hair. Who is Mira? Here, let me search up Mira. I was really obsessed with getting a princess cut back in the day. Oh, Miracano. Oh, yeah. It's almost like really close than how I drew it, too. Holy crap. Oh, her hair is so pretty. Oh, that's so cool.
JCPenney makes spring fashion look so easy. Mix and match new arrivals from your fave brands, creating affordable outfits with ease. Come shop, bring the fam, and start chasing those spring vibes now. JCPenney.
Get ready for Universal Epic Universe.
I guess there's also a manga or something of her.
Ministry of Magic.
Because I'm seeing a lot of manga art too.
Opens May 22nd at Universal Orlando Resort. Tickets and packages on sale now at universalorlando.com.
Oh, really? The live action is better? Usually people say the opposite, that the manga or an animated series is better. Ooh, go watch Netflix. Netflix time. Do you know what you're gonna watch? Oh, well, thank you. Well, you go watch Netflix. Enjoy. I'll be here drawing. Spyfall. Oh, I should draw your. Let's see if I can find a good your picture. Y-O-R. Okay, that's kind of looking like your. Okay, there's my first your. I cannot find a good shade of. Okay, that might be it. No, that's not it. The fun thing about, well, the not fun thing about dark hair is that it's never actually just black. It's not. It's probably more difficult because it's usually an off color of something else. So I'm looking at a screenshot of your from Spy Family, and the hair is not actually black. It's an offshoot. It looks like green, but I tried a few greens. Maybe I'm just not getting the right shade. Because when they produce anime, there's a lot of After Effects and composition that goes into the finished cells. So the way you color something on the screen is not how it's going to look when all the final renderings go through. So you might have had, it might be black hair to begin with, but depending on lighting filters and other different effects that they do, could actually turn out to be a green, a blue, even like a red, you know? gosh, hey, Shaw, what's up? You just missed Ducky. Ducky was here, and then Ducky went to go watch Spy Family. And then I decided to paint Yor from Spy Family. How have you been doing? I see some of your streams come up from time to time. But I don't know if you were affected by the storms that were going by. They knocked out the internet like at random times, so things would disconnect and reconnect and everything like that. Luckily, it wasn't horrible where we lost power for extended periods of time or anything. But at least tonight it's clear. Well, it's actually cloudy now. Don't mind that. But at least it's not like thundering and lightning and all that right now. I can at least be grateful for that. Which I am. For a while there, it was just storm after storm. Oh no, it's been down. What's going on? What's on your mind? And if it's nothing you feel like sharing, just don't worry about it. Don't feel like you have to. I'm hoping the storms haven't affected your bees or anything. Oh, okay. Oh. I've been reading a book on how to tackle like struggles in life and finding purpose and finding things like that, or at least trying to do a better job at finding it. And the one thing I've been taking away from the book is called Ikigai, is taking your problems and dwindling it down, because looking at problems in a whole can get really overwhelming. So being able to make smaller headways into tackling them or dealing with it, and people always say take one day at a time, it'll get better and stuff like that. Almost something like that. But I wish you the best. I hope things turn around for you. Oh. I feel like I have an idea where you're coming from. I certainly don't want to make assumptions on it. I assume maybe you kind of aren't getting the respect you deserve. Heck yeah, Spy Family. Ducky's watching Spy Family. I thought I'd draw her a Yor. I see what you mean. That's sad, because I'm assuming you're absolutely at an age where you should really be seen more as an adult and not so much as a child, I don't know. I don't know if it's because adults can't let go of the fact that the kid is growing up, or don't they just can't accept certain choices that their child makes, and they feel like it, you know, yeah, or maybe I've had, or I've, well, yeah, there was times where my mom was behind the scenes controlling things in ways that she had no right to do, and it did not work out well for her. I hope she regrets some of the things she's done, but I also realize she's probably not mature enough to realize that that's what she did, you know. What? Yeah, definitely, Shaw. Yeah. There's no reason for you to interact. That would be like you telling me to go talk to my mom right now, and I'd say hell no. No offense. I don't know if you got a strong bond with your family, but I'm certainly not a strong bond kind of person. So yeah, no, 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 don't, no. You have every right to. Yeah, I don't know how somebody could force you to do it. The only way I could think of, which is also disrespectful, is say when you do have a family member that you confide in, and then that family member discloses or talks to the person that you would prefer just doesn't want to know, and tells them stuff, and now that person knows. That's also rude as hell. Hmm. Oh God, you still got locks on your Apple phone? I hate to be nosy, but have you gone to the Apple store or anything and said, "Hey, this is still on here. I need to get it off," or "What do I need to do? Do I need to make a new Apple account? Do I need to just get a new phone?" And I know stuff like that costs money. I'm not saying we should all go out and do and buy new Apple phones. You can't. Okay. I was first going to ask why, but I'm going to make some assumptions and let me know if I'm wrong. I'm going to assume that maybe some other family members have maybe have control of, say, things like because I know you need your birth certificate, social security card, and pieces of mail when you go to the DMV to even apply for the license. And then you also need someone to be with you. Okay, yeah. All right, so here's what you do. You say, F that. Um, just so you know, if you ever lose that stuff or whatever, you can go to the Social Security Administration. It's a hassle, I know. You can be like, "Yep, I don't have this, this, and this," and or better thing, because my mom did a very similar thing, extremely so effing. I can't even draw right now. So effing similar. So so here's what I did. I got on her. The point is, I had to know where they were kept. Okay, I mean they're your documents. You know, they belong to you. So I notated where they were kept in the house and kind of falsely build a relationship so I could get into the house. And then you just simply wait for them to get out of. I mean, I'm basically, um, yeah, exactly. Yep, work the system, get some power back. You know, that's exactly what you do. Um, Another option is because you're a legal adult and you should have access to your legal documentation. There was even a point where I thought I was so ready to go to the police office. Um, you could just walk down there or just call a regular number and say, "Hey, look, I want to do this. I want to do this." Talking it out and negotiating has not been working in my favor. I don't need a big legal thing. I'm simply hoping that maybe um, you could just come to the house with me. I would like to have a very minimal but civil conversation, and I would like my documents hand over. Here are these texts where I've clearly asked for them. I have not gotten them. What do I do? And then they can further say, yeah, sure, we can ride up there, or you got to go to the Social Security Administration, and uh, I don't know, just anything, like anything, Yeah, don't let no one take your power. You know what I'm saying? And also, life is way too effing short to wait for power to be given. So, you have a life. You're starting your life, and you need to get on with your life. And she needs. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just talking about my mom here. Mom, you just need to get your life together, okay? Everything you did to me was effed up and horrible. I hated it, and I don't like you. I never will. Shaw, I'm talking about my mom right now. She's not actually here, but I'm just gonna role play a little bit. You withholding like home videos of me was complete BS. You know, if and Shaw, I thought the exact same thing when I was thinking about doing this to my mother. Um, if and I realized things just weren't gonna change. You know, once I had everything I needed, I'm not talking money or anything. I had my own bank account. I had to make sure I had my cards. Boom, that was it. I said no more, and it was just a nice, clean, nice little cut, and it was great. It's not burning a bridge. I needed that rope to build new bridges, and she took that rope from me. The rope holding up the bridge between me and her was keeping me from building new bridges in my life. So that's what it is. It's not like I'm going to have children. I don't need to worry about grandmothers or anything. I know pretty much the health conditions that run in the family, which is very minimal. I don't know much. There's really no reason for me to talk to her no more. There's not. So why not use that rope for something else? You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I have a close relationship with her anyway. She could pass away. I may not even know. I may not even know about it. She, and we're still talking about my mom. I never had a father in my life. Okay? Never. She got married to someone new. I only met him once. Once. And I tried to get his email address so I could just talk to him. Okay? I guess he never reached out to me, which is, maybe just didn't see it or forgot about it. So she wanted me to go through her to talk to him. She was mainly your issue, but mine was reversed. I actually wanted to talk to somebody and I couldn't because she kept getting in the way. So I would simply write an email, hey, what is his email? I want to reach out to him. And she would instead be like, oh, okay, so she asking personal questions about me, and I'm like, no, that's fine. Can you just give him this email? I wait a little bit. Do it again. I, you know, wait a little bit more, still no answer. And I realize she's just using that to control me in a way. And I'm like, well, I guess I won't know my stepfather then. That sucks, but you know what? I'll live, you know? Oh, yeah? Hmm. Well, don't despair. There's always gonna be options to get what you need, you know? Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, if you ever need me to help bounce ideas, I can certainly bounce ideas for you. Huh. That sounds like an absolute nightmare. To have to, and it's so stupid. You get told all your life, "Oh, wait till you're older. Wait till you're an adult," and then those same adults or other people then turn around and just tighten the leash and keep tightening that leash. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Like, I'm upset for you. I'm not upset at you, but I'm upset for you because I know how people play these games, and I don't know, I used to be such a I really thought that I could just love the stupid out of somebody. Like, if I just loved them enough and showed them just this unending patience and care and these sparkly ideas for the future, that we could still be a family and we still could be together. And um like, even though my mom was acting this way, that there's still a chance that I could work things out and things would be okay. Those were just such a waste of my time. Such a waste. And that's extremely valid, what you said about not losing the benefits. You're put in a position where you have to choose between feeling mentally safe and happy to go out and live your life as an adult and having that comfort of knowing, hey, I'm not on the streets. But there's always ways, and sometimes, or not sometimes, but a lot of it was, I just hunkered down, like taking information as I needed. Like, I actually started swiping certain documents when I was still living with her, just so I had them in the event that things went like, you know, in case things went absolutely sour. I'm like, you know what? I still have this. I can go out. So saving money, getting all those things, and it's really hard when you have no support. I will say though, um, having a boyfriend really helped. Not only because I could get out of my shitty situation, but because I genuinely loved him. But um, he she um, transitioned, so not a boyfriend no more. Of course, this was way after, but until that happened, there was always thoughts of, what am I going to do? If things don't work out where I'm at, where I'm at. I don't want to lose, this idea of support and safety. It's good that your communication isn't stifled, that you can make your own Discord and have like your like Messenger, and you have Facebook and things like that. So it's good that you still have control of all that, you know. Hey, hey, is that you? God, I thought I heard a cat, but I didn't. can't make new phone contacts. I'm gonna guess having like a secondary. Well, no, you wouldn't want a secondary phone. The risk of it getting caught probably would be probably horrible for her. Hmm. Does your parental figures or just I'm just saying the individual that is having this barrens over you ever go through your sketchbook or anything? Yeah. Yeah, I would be really concerned. Because my mom ended up throwing out almost everything I had at one point, so. Oh, same to you. It it's heartbreaking when I think about it, but I don't know how I would have prevented the argument that caused that to happen. You know, but if I could have chosen to just shut up and not say anything at that moment, I probably would have. I don't have anything. It was all thrown in the trash and dumpsters. I don't have anything of that left. But I was gonna say to keep like phone numbers, contacts somewhere safe. You know, I often talk about a sketchbook and stuff because at least that's something I always had on hand. Of course, if there's a risk that she would just throw it away, then that's not good either. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hmm. So you have maybe some question about it? I know when I was still in school, and even a little bit after, my guidance counselors were integral or absolutely integral into me getting out of my situation. I wonder if they still remember me. I hope they do. I know I caused a lot of problems in school. Do you have a local library? Um, my mom would monitor my emails at one point, so I went to the library and I made a completely. Yeah, okay, well that's fine. People know you, whatever. They have computers on there. You know, usually at a library. You know, it's not like they're gonna be like, "Oh, I saw Shaw coming in using the computer. I'm gonna tell the mom," you know. And if they do, then that's just effed up. But I made a secondary account that didn't connect to my phone at all or anything, and that way, as long as I could go to a computer, I could access it anywhere. But I thought about maybe you should make a like an email that's just for you, so that way if you need to contact somebody or somebody needs to contact you to make sure you're okay, you know, then do it that way. But you know, just when you're ready to start, or when you think things are starting to go south, having preparation really, really helps. Although it really saddens me to hear that you're in this situation because I really don't like hearing other people in this situation where they can't be free, basically. Okay, yeah, yeah. Little throwaway emails. That way, like, notifications don't pop up on your phone, and um, there's no trail. So someone could look at your phone and other stuff. Have you asked your elder sibling for just maybe a bit of assistance when you're ready to kind of transition out of your current situation to a new one? Uh, Now, do you not trust them because they've given you reason not to trust them? Or just in general, you don't feel like you have a good trust on a lot of people around you? Which is fine too. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I would think an older sibling would at least come to your aid a little bit. Be like, look, this is serious. I really need to get out of this house. You know how it was. Just give me a little bit of help. Hey, Jimmy, what's up? For the better, things have changed, or have things gone a little bit downhill? Okay. Well, no, if you ever. Oh, okay, good. Well, yeah, whatever. If you ever want to talk about it more, feel free to hit me up in some way. I. I really know how you feel on a lot of that stuff. But, alright. Jimmy, what's up? What are you doing? How you doing today? Alright, see you later, Shaw. Nice talking to you. Alright, have a good stream. I mean, good time, sorry. Oh, Laura's hard to draw. Maybe the reference I'm looking at, she's just got such big bazongas. So that's probably why it's difficult. Here, let me try to draw this pose. Actually, I don't like that pose. Never mind. I'm just gonna go back to my Pinterest. Oh man, I've already spent an hour doing this. I should work on something useful. Oh, seriously? Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Thanks, Jimmy. You're the best. I inspired you. I inspired you. I'm a good girl. Because I inspired you. Shoot. It's not Tuesday. Oh, wow. How long is that gonna... Or how long has that taken you so far? Well, that's because you're like an audio genius. That's why you're able to do it so easy. But I did work on my my one video that I want to try to get done for the channel. I sliced all the audio and then matched it up to the visuals that I wanted. And of course, now that I did that, now I'm thinking about all the little extras I want to add, and I'm trying to fight myself to do it because it's just not necessary. Speaking of which, I need to make a thumbnail for it too. Yes, I think I get really confused when people change thumbnails that they've had for years and years and years. Like, if they hadn't had it for so long and then switched it around, I could probably follow a little bit better. But I think other than that, the one thing that will often confuse me is you know how like in thumbnails, there's pretty much like a style to the thumbnail you make. Like you always have maybe the text in this font, and maybe kind of this image setup composition, and then they switch it all around to something completely different. You're like, wait, is that even your video? Or like content that's just not at all what they would probably put on, and then they do it, and you're like, whoa, who are you? You know? Oh shoot! Oh, I hope there wasn't an add-on. I wonder what's playing. Ooh, this is a nice song. Yeah, no ads yet. Absolutely. But I should make her a fairy. She seems fairy-ish-esque. J.C. Penney. Ugh.
Mix and match new arrivals from your fave brands, creating affordable outfits with ease. Come shop, bring the fam, and start chasing those spring vibes now. JCPenney.
Hey, it's Butterfly. Hello. What's up? How you doing today, Butterfly? Anything good going on for you? Oh, hey, Catherine, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hey, I know how you feel. I'm extremely behind on my comic. I have to get into the zone to work on it. Wow, you got a lot of subjects left to do, huh? Wow, how many episodes did you watch? Oh wow, that was a long time ago, huh? Yes, work. Let us work on our projects together. Yes. Although honestly, I'm kind of tired. I don't know. I didn't really want to. I think this was another day that I woke up and I wasn't excited to really work on anything. Kind of feels like I'm almost still dreaming. Like maybe I haven't woken up the whole way. Although obviously I'm awake because I'm doing this, but Well, hey there, Buddy Badger. I'm extremely relieved to see your badger. I like it because it reminds me of that song with the badgers and all that, and I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of badgers, the badger song. Oh no, it's a snake. Mushroom, mushroom. Okay, now I got that in my head. Thank you for doing that. You are the best for reminding me of such a good period of musical literature. It's always the cool, corny songs that get the most views. I love that. How long do I stream? I usually go for a few hours. I know it says till 12, but I'll probably go until like maybe 1. So I'll be around for a little bit doing what I do, you know? No, this is just something I'm doodling. I'm just practicing different poses. Let's see what we had. We did draw this Miku. Well, I did it yesterday, but we might do a little bit more. Might do some animation stuff too. I'm not sure. I kind of don't really have a good plan for today at all. But trying to practice posing in some way. Yep. Do you draw too, Badger? I hope you do, because drawing's amazing. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know, I'm sorry, I get really excited with drawing. Ooh, yeah, heads are difficult. There's still times when I mess up horribly and I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you like manga? Do you like reading manga or anything like that? Do you ever go through the manga that you're reading and draw the different poses and other things that you find interesting in there? I kind of call it like dictation because you're basically like, oh, I love Tokyo Ghoul. But like kind of do like dictations, like draw the different poses and stuff you see in there. That's like a great way to get good fast. I have to say so myself. Or if you're a digital artist, there's tons of manga pages on Pinterest, so you could download them and like trace over them to get used to everything. And it really makes a difference. It's really surprising how good it works, you know. Oh yeah, I guess you could call it a master study. Yeah. I don't know. Don't they consider it master studies when it's like really art stuff like Leonardo da Vinci and I guess you could do master studies for more modern art too. Yeah, traditional art can be more difficult. I would usually hold up the like a piece of paper over the book and try to put it up to a window so it would shine through like a light box. That worked only sometimes, but not all the time, unfortunately. Or I put like a phone with a white screen underneath the page. It's probably better this way. Put your phone with some really light white on it, and then um you can see the underlines of it. Oh, that's okay, Lucky. Only join if you can. I actually have some. I have a manga that I've been working on. No, I've been drawing. I've been drawing like each page, like trying to recreate it. And I've been using traditional ink pens. And those mother effers are hard to use. I feel like I'm just digging into the paper whenever I use it. I might need to change the nib on it though. I got a few pages of drawings, so it's going pretty good. And then I actually have a manga that, like an actual manga that I'm working on, called the Pancake. Oh God, Pancake Perspective. Sorry, I put some ointment in my mouth so I can't talk. But this one I need to work on more because some of the, well, it's kind of in a webtoon fashion, but I'm trying to draw it with manga, more manga techniques, well, digital manga techniques. But I cannot draw backgrounds. I really cannot. That's my biggest issue. I'm lucky that I was able to find some like architecture designs that I could use for the buildings. So lately I've just been practicing different poses and drawing characters and stuff until I guess basically feel like trying to draw the manga again. Yes, they do take a lot of work. And it's not like I'm going to have it, like, most artists don't have assistants or anything. So getting help for drawing stuff just doesn't, that's not going to happen. But 3D materials have been really good in terms of at least buildings. So I'm trying to use those a little bit more and try to figure out how to use different models and stuff to make the drawing a bit better. Ooh, nice. You got a one shot you're working on as well? I have so many ideas for one shots. Of course, obviously, I don't do too much about it because I don't have any done yet. Ooh, 4 comas. Sweet. Do you post your 4 comas anywhere? Oh, okay. So you kind of feel like bad or anxious because you don't think you could replicate something that great ever again? Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand you. But that's not a guarantee. I mean, it's not guaranteed that you'll never make anything that good ever again. Just like it's not guaranteed that you'll make bad art ever again, you know? You still have so much life left, you know? You got to think about it, 5 years down the line, you might look back and say, "Wow, I wish I wasn't so anxious because it turned out it didn't matter. I'm still able to make really good art and things that I like." And there's other art that I make that's probably going to help out other friends that I have in the future. You know, you're going to come out with lots of different masterpieces. So I know fearing the blank page is incredibly daunting. You know, I've certainly been there, and I'm going to be there again. Um, However, um, I don't really know where you are in your art life. Eventually, there's going to come a time where you start feeling like this change in yourself, and everyone eventually gets it. At least in my opinion, we all get it. Where you start thinking, wow, I'm not wasting time, but I'm letting time slip away from me that I could have been used drawing, even if it was bad art. I guess you got to ask yourself, would you rather have a sketchbook that's completely empty at the end of the year, or do you want a sketchbook that's filled with something at the end of the year? Yeah, or you could do what Jimmy's saying, playing with different styles and playing with different topics and trying things to clear your mind, clear your body, exercise, do this, do that. But for me, the greatest motivation of all is thinking to myself, I only have so much time to live, and it's okay to worry about things, but I'm not going to keep it from me from drawing something, you know? Like I have to at least put something on the page, you know? And I'm nowhere close in my life where I need to be worried about my mortality or anything like that. But, you know, think about how far away childhood felt. It felt like it was just in the blink of an eye, right? Well, 40 years, 50, 60, 70 years down the line, this time we're having right now is going to feel like a blink of an eye. So I'm thinking presently in the future. I'm thinking about how I feel right now and how I'm going to feel, 70 years down the line. I'm trying to make good decisions now. And that kind of just shocks me into like, oh God, you're right. In the long scheme of things, I have so many more years of drawing. Like you to say that you may not be able to make something great again is it's just horsepucky. I mean, you'll be making great things until you pass. there's going to be somebody else who needs your art to cheer up, or you're going to give a gift to somebody, you know? Yeah. And skill isn't something that stays the same, right? Your skills are going to develop and change, whether you want them to stay stagnant or not, or whether you want them to grow or not, you know? So every little thing that you're doing is just adding another little skill point. And, you know, it's not like where you automatically know you leveled up. You know, it's kind of one of those things where you just suddenly start trying different things and they work out for you. Or you start doing this and realize, oh, I can actually do this, you know? So it'll happen, you know? Yeah, so and this happens to all of us. We're not everything we make isn't going to be a masterpiece. But when there is something really special that moves us, we're somehow it all works together, you know? Like I know somebody's pet who died, you know, and I draw cats and birds and stuff all the time, you know. It doesn't really, you know, it doesn't mean much to me. It's not super special, but just that idea of knowing that this one thing I'm doing is going to be really special to them, you know, I start to get really focused and um just the art looks different too. It's your perspective of the art of how you think it looks compared to what it really is, you know. Exactly. Friendship is magic. What show did I watch? Well, a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Digimon, a lot of Beast Wars, the Transformers, when they turn into beasts and not just weird robotic things, because I like the animal versions better, like the spider and how Megatron was, or Decepticon, whatever his name is. Megatron was a big T Rex, and that was always cool. So a lot of that. Um, What else? Other various shows that I don't remember, like Recess and stuff like that. I never really got into different shows or titles because that I didn't really do much of that. You know, I just kind of kept to myself. Ooh, I like Gumball. The Amazing Show was also pretty good too. Oh, Adventure Time. That's also really good. Nickelodeon? Uh, no, not a whole lot of Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon kind of went downhill. Um, with their shows. Now I feel like it's just a lot of like, I don't know, agenda-ish kind of stuff, you know? And it's not really enjoyable. If that makes sense. Like, it's not like a cartoon, it's more of. I don't know how to put it because there's not really a direct example, but something like that. Oh, I'm gonna put out a 10-minute warning for wrapping up here. was supposed to get off at 12, but I need to go run out to the store today. I thought Steven Universe was really good. I thought the way Steven Universe approached some of the topics was a good way to approach it. You know, I am absolutely not against learning different lifestyles or learning different cultures or learning any of that. That's fine. But, you know, when it's a children's show and I'm a child, I don't just kind of want it not like shoved down my throat, but done in a way that makes the actual cartoon less enjoyable. And because I know a lot of different things, so like there was a Spider-Man that came out, not a Spider-Man, sorry, a Superman that came out, and Lois Lane had really short hair and kind of had a bit of a different personality than the original Lois Lane. You know, I'm not saying every girl needs to be helpless. You know, I mean, obviously I'm a girl and I'm not helpless, but just, you know, there's, you know, I don't mind you telling a story a different way, but you still should keep the charms of the characters intact. You know, and I certainly don't believe in changing ethnicity for different characters when it's already been established as one character. You know, I mean, if you're going to do that, why not make a whole different world for them to live in? You know. Oh, you're fine, Lucky. Yeah, you're right, Badger. Yeah, I want to try to draw heads at a top angle better than what I do now. I probably need to get like 3D model that I can reference so I can get used to how it should look. Because every time I draw it, it looks wrong. But I'm not sure if that's just my perspective or it is actually wrong. So sometimes when you're taking a test, it's good to have the answers in front of you. Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. The thing that I found about referencing like real life poses is those are great. You know, it's great when you're first learning the body and stuff. But in my case, I clearly don't really want to draw like a realistic human body. I want to draw manga art. And the only way I'm going to know how to do that style is if I look at other manga art. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to draw a cartoon cat, yeah, you can reference an actual cat, but it may be nice to look at other cartoon cats, you know? So I guess that's like kind of my only gripe with it. That's why I like looking at 3D renders that people have done. Some people like model anime heads and then put lighting on them, and then post them so that way people can look at them. Oh, hey, it's Luca! Luca! I wouldn't really say I have a favorite. I don't think I watch enough anime to have a favorite. Although I was extremely fond of Oh My Goddess or Ah My Goddess. That one's a really good one. It was serialized in Shonen Jump, I believe it was, and then got its own anime adaptation. I think there was they said something about a live action, but yeah, it's been a while. I don't think I've done any research to really try to find it or anything. I'd say Oh My Goddess would probably be my favorite. Oh, okay. I was wondering why they didn't backlash against the AI in there. But I mean, honestly, the whole movie was just awful. So I mean, you couldn't really, I mean, you can't really nitpick any of it because just all of it was bad, you know. Yeah, the Disney adaptation of Snow White, they did a realistic version of it, and it's been getting tanked on. I mean, and it's, I mean, it's hard to believe that it wouldn't get tanked on because the main person who played Snow White was not genuine at all. She complained about having the role from the beginning, and now she's acting like a complete idiot. So yeah, that would definitely not have people like it. So yeah, you like the blue hair? It's Hatsune Miku. So it's Hatsune Miku. Sorry, I'm not. You're losing. Oh, that's okay. Some songs sound way better when a human does it, and some sound way better when a Vocaloid does it. That's okay. I don't want to discourage everybody because I know a bunch of people showed up, but yeah, I put out a 10-minute warning about I think like 20 minutes ago. I do need to head out to the post office to mail some orders before they close. So I was thinking about wrapping up here if y'all get my drift. There, I kind of gave her some colors, but there we go. There's some stuff we did today. Miku's amazing. Miku Hatsune. Oh, I know, Luca. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I really do. I've been putting off going to the post office for like a few days now, and I'm like, ugh. All right. Well, I'm really sorry. I will be here tomorrow though. I could probably stream a little bit longer too instead of just to 12. Not too sure. I haven't planned anything yet. Might just be the same. Might be different. I'm not too sure right now. But yeah. All right. I gotta go. I'm gonna go, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Sleep well. Make sure to hydrate. All right. Bye bye.